There we go. A little late. It's cool. It's our show. We're allowed to be a few minutes late. Just had to get some things in order. Glad everyone is here. Literally Anything Podcast for people. You already know. KP, Left, D Hood, in the building. Hope everybody had a wonderful week. It's hot, and I'm not a fan of the summertime, like at all for any reasons. Like it's an unnecessary season. Even if I wasn't fat, if I sweat the way I do, like if I was skinny and still had these sweat glands, I would still hate the summer. So yeah, all y'all people who be craving this 90-something degree heat, y'all weird as hell to me. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. Brothers, what it do? What it do?
Ain't nothing. Go ahead, Silky Johnson. Speak your piece. We gonna let you go first.
Hey man, I went out, got some color today. Went to a water park today. You feel me?
Went out and got some color.
You feel me? Hey, I don't know. Well, y'all probably don't know this, but like people think I be playing. Like I change my emoji complexions. Like fall and winter, they be more light skin. Spring, and mine be kind of dark skin. And like in the summer, the 3 summer months.
Right.
Around like October, they start fading back, and then I'll be having a whole Ku Klux Klan member in January. So, I mean,
he over here shading the inside of the lines and shit.
Absolutely.
Tis the peril of a fair-skinned brother. It's kind of what y'all, you know what I mean? It's one of the things y'all go through.
Hey, left you in the living room again. I fuck with it.
I told you I was gonna have to come back out here because you was I don't know what he's going to do. What's going to come out the closet?
I'm not worried.
Oh my God, rubber.
My closet cool. I'm good with my closet
because that's your closet.
Right. I'm about to say you should be comfortable with yours.
I be saging my shit. I don't know what go on. You know what I mean? I be praying. Listen, bro. I be praying for y'all. Like, you know what I mean? I be praying for y'all.
Thank you.
I don't know like what God is. Like, I don't know. I'm a firm believer. Like, I don't know anything, and neither do you. But
right.
I know that all it is not for nothing. So
we have a very similar outlook on that.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I think it's somebody black.
Well,
I mean, you gotta think about the fact that we're celestial beings living a human experience.
Okay,
Talk, nigga. Talk, nigga.
Hey, get naked. I mean,
it's too early. We've been here 6 minutes, goddamn it. Not even 3.5 because we was late.
Listen, I didn't even pop the bottle yet. Like I want to thank my brother KP, aka Blackity Black, for hooking me up, for gifting me this for my birthday. And
yeah, man. I know niggas that steal shit. So it was. No, I'm just playing.
I told myself I wasn't going to crack this bottle until we were on the air. So,
right.
These are my libations for the night. I actually was drinking black people liquor. That's what I was going to do. Because I got a bottle of Sincoro, the Michael Jordan tequila.
Okay.
I don't really fuck with Michael Jordan like that. As much as I buy this nigga shoes.
I'm about to say you can't really say that, bro.
But I must say,
you get this nigga $600 a year at least. At least.
Killer.
It be more than that. Nah, you know what I mean? It be
rich nigga props.
See, rich nigga shit. Yeah, it's what it is.
I ain't gonna hold you. The amount of Jordans that I pulled out this week, and Shorty and her family were like, I ain't know you had them. I ain't know you had them. I ain't never seen you wore them. I've known you for 3 years, and I ain't never seen like.
It's a beautiful time to undead stock, man. It's a beautiful thing,
right?
It's definitely a beautiful thing.
So yeah, but I was actually drinking at Sincoro on Saturday, and like that was my personal bottle. That bottle was 135 by itself, you know. So it's my personal bottle. So I give shots to who I want to give shots to. Don't come up to me talking about something. Let me taste that. No, because you're not getting nothing.
Hey.
So, first off, I ain't walking up to no grown ass man saying, "Let me taste that." That's number one. Let's start there. That's not the way you start a sentence.
Yo, but the funny shit about it, that number one, I got a ghost in my background now, you know, named Michael Charles Clark. He back here.
Why your son be walking up like the little nigga on what's that movie called? Us? Remember they was in the street like this? He started popping like and walk backwards and caught on fire. Why your son be doing that, bro?
You, oh man,
yo, get that nigga oxygen mask and it's a wrap. He a us double.
Yo, that's funny. That's hilarious actually, because he definitely was wilding in that job.
Hey yo, I was in a mirror maze today. I don't feel right now.
Oh yeah, it's still messing with you a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't messing with me before. I just mentioned us. The Lord kissed it and the devil missed it. I'm afraid tonight.
Indeed. Yeah, man. So it was a wild week, man. How y'all want to start this? We want to, because I got a little bit of everything. Like I don't know, I got something that we missed last week that I really wanted to hear y'all opinion on. That I'll swing around to. It's not like a heavy jump. But it's goofy shit. What's up? Where are we starting with this, y'all?
Can I throw out a hot take? And this is literally from like 11 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it, bro. I already know how this gonna go. It's cool, but like after my ride home from Wildwood, that's an 1.5 hour ride. I don't think nobody got it for Pharrell. I don't think anybody got it for Pharrell.
As far as production,
I'm saying I'm okay. I'm saying the Power 5, right? Pharrell, Timbaland, Kanye, Swiss Beats, put him in there. Did I say Pharrell already? The Power 4. Because who else?
Excuse me. Just Blaze called and wants you to stop disrespecting him.
No. I'm talking about I have albums of my own. I have production.
Okay.
I
see what you're saying.
Sent you the hook with me on the hook. I sent you a beat with a verse on it. I'm talking about that level.
Okay. I thought you were speaking just putting songs together.
No.
You're not going to do just like that. You're just not going to do just like that.
Not at all. I'm talking about I can give you every piece of what you need, and also I can give you my own shit with nobody else on it.
See, I think Pharrell kind of has a bit of an advantage within that, simply because he's more genres than most of them other dudes. Most of them dudes is gonna be hip hop. Right. Like Pharrell's not doing just hip hop. Like that's not the first time. The first time we heard him wasn't hip hop. Like the first time we heard him as an artist. It wasn't a hip hop. He wasn't a hip hop artist. He was a rock artist,
right?
Like or punk or whatever kind of whatever. It wasn't.
I'd say alternative.
Yeah, it was that
alternative.
We'll give them all. Yeah, they were definitely an alternative group. Like Nerd was not a hip hop group. They had some hip hop edge to them and elements, but certainly that wasn't the run from the beginning with them. No, not at all. So I think for that you might consider Pharrell over them dudes. I mean. I don't know. Swiss really, all his albums are a compilation of him with like maybe 4 to 5 verses, and then the rest is just him yelling over everyone else's verses. Not that they aren't good songs. He has some joints, but that's what it is. So, yes.
I'm still trying to figure out what DJ Khaled does.
He's the best.
I want to talk. Swistifer Beats. Swistifer Beats.
I love Swistifer. That's
Shut the fuck
up.
Shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Just shut up. Like,
wait a minute. Wait.
Shut the fuck up.
Look, before you go in on Swistifer, I just want to say, One hand in the air. You don't really care. One hand in the air.
No.
Really
It's one hand in the air if you don't really even care. 2 fingers in the air. How the fuck did we get from a whole hand? Shut up, bro.
It's like that sometimes.
Yo,
Shut the fuck up.
No, what's so funny is I like him on So Appalled. Certain songs I actually like it on, but it makes it hard because there are other songs where you just like,
Zone, nigga, shut up, bro.
Yo.
Like, I hate that more than Hitler himself. I don't even, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what's a song I like a lot?
What?
Locks and Kendrick, with Styles the Sheet and Kendrick on the hook. That John.
I wish Kendrick had a verse on there.
But yeah, no, I really wish Kendrick would have put a verse on there. But as we was talking about last week, Kendrick features don't always be fire. So maybe he was better off on the hook for that. Because Styles and Kiss killed that shit. Like they went crazy on that John. But Swiss in the back, man down, back up. Like, come on, Swiss. Come on, Swiss.
Fuck up,
Let them brothers do. Those are 3 talented individuals. Let them do their goddamn job.
Just stop talking.
Let them do their goddamn job.
I don't know what Bill Gates' voice sounds like. Shut the fuck up.
True indeed. But the funny thing is, we was just a quick jump back on that conversation we was having last week. I realized what Kendrick needs to have a feature. He needs to have someone else on the track with him that he feels may be capable of hanging with him. Because on Control, he went bananas. And he had a bunch of MCs on there that was spitting thorough verses.
Can I say something real quick?
Well, wait a minute. And one more example.
Okay.
On the ASAP Rocky jump, where he had Drake and he fucked that jump.
With my nan.
Yo, every time he got other people on the track with him, he go. But when it's just him and whatever artist he helping, it never works well. But go ahead.
First of all, bitch pussy smell like a penguin. I wouldn't hit that shit with my worst enemy's penis.
Oh shit.
Danny Brown is forever knighted. Like, let's get that man his flowers. Also,
can I tell you how I just started fucking with Danny Brown like a year ago? And I'm not even going to sit up here and tell you a lie. I just started fucking with Danny Brown like a year ago. That's just me being honest.
Danny Brown since like 2011.
I'm gonna tell you how I got on Danny Brown because of how hard I fucks with Freddie Gibbs.
Right.
And then when I found that John Return, that song, I was like, this song is crazy. And then I started listening to some more Danny Brown shit, and then I kind of got I fucks with Danny Brown though.
When you get over his voice,
them Detroit niggas is nice, but they low key weird though. Like that's the only thing you gotta get into them because a lot of them got weird ass voices and deliveries. So it's like it's kind of hard to like really get into it, at least for me personally.
Detroit is kind of like Atlanta right now. It's
right.
A lot of dudes out of Detroit that's making moves right now.
That's a good comparison.
To your Kendrick, damn. Because now I'm running through it like, girl, I'm Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. Benjis, to me just a car. He walked that shit.
He was cooking. But him and Drake both cooked on that joint.
Right.
Like, we can stare up at the stars, put the Beatles on. Like, Drake, he was talking to that shit. Like, that track was wild. Like, ASAP should have stayed home. Like, how about that as a category 1 week? Just songs that was your song that you could have stayed home for. Because ASAP could have stayed home for that.
But a lot of them shits are going to be Drake features. A lot of them shits is going to be Drake features. I would argue that Drake probably has more of them in history.
Just get on another nigga track and go stupid.
Mine. Yeah, hey, it's mine. Put it out with your name on it, but it's mine.
It's gonna help. It's gonna help your album sell.
I'm about to say it'll all be good in the end, but
Do you understand? To y'all got, you know what I mean, y'all gotta incriminate yourselves, you know, whatever. Or I mean, y'all. I have faith that y'all out here living clean and sober. To a cheating ass nigga, when all I gotta do is put my mind to this shit. Cancel out my ex, I put a line through that bitch.
Yeah.
I like all my S's with 2 lines with them shits. Everybody trying to fuck you, and I'm fine with that shit, girl. I don't mind, girl. That shit true. I know you were talking that shit. I know you hate. Yo,
listen, man. even if you not living at the time, some of this shit Drake be talking about, if you lived that at any point in life, you remember that when you hit, like, dog, like Marvin's Room, nigga. Like,
Bruh,
nigga.
Marvin's Room came out. I was stressed over a white girl like this. Fuck that nigga.
Yo.
She had the audacity to be white, nigga. I was upset.
Yo, first off, I know Left probably can relate to that song in a million different ways. Like just the way this shit start. They say that nigga say, cups of that rose, bitches in my old phone. And I'm like, what, nigga? What if you don't understand what that shit's in for? You just say lived, man. Like, that's some real shit.
Hold on.
I was about to tell my son, yo, bring me my old phone.
Bruh. But I'm gonna call you anyway and say,
yeah, for sure.
All this shit aside, you got me for sure. Dead to rights, red-handed, all of that. You right,
man.
But I'm gonna call you anyway and say,
call you and tell you this toxic, evil shit in your ear that you don't need to hear and you don't deserve. But it's on my chest, so bitch, you getting it tonight, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I've had a few of those. But it was a while ago, but hey,
it
happened, nigga.
You ever hear JoJo's remix?
I did not.
Smoke that shit. Remember the little white girl JoJo? Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Smoke that shit.
That's the chick. M was talking shit about her in a couple of his shows.
Yo, I mean, yeah, he gonna do that.
Police going freeze. Doing. Yo,
yeah. Hillary Duff is not quite old enough, so I ain't never seen.
I definitely remember JoJo. Yeah, that's funny. It's funny that's the first thing I think of. But yeah. So slightly off track, but yeah, Drake wild with that shit, man. Like if you ever was out in these streets living a fucked up life, Drake songs speak to you in a certain way. That's just
my nigga.
That's why I barely be listening to that shit nowadays because I'm trying to live right.
You trying to live. Find Jesus.
Yeah, you be taking.
I don't know about him, but you know.
I mean, not the one that we was told about.
Now, yeah, I'm talking about the Jesus that was on Ebony Magazine, the black.
Not getting the J.
Be like,
black Jesus can't take the wheel because his license suspended. Like that. Yeah, that nigga right there.
Yo, that's for me.
Man. All right, so since we into some funny shit, let's get into some funny shit. Why did he be lying, y'all? Did y'all see this shit? Why the fuck did he be lying, yo?
You had like 13 roaches on your face, my nigga.
Really? No, not like he had.
For those of you who may not know what we're talking about, the brother Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs,
Papa Diddy Pop.
Yeah, exactly. 2 points for both of y'all for that. Yeah, no, this brother was on some sort of island, living good, living like a nigga with his type of paper should be living. Decided to post on Instagram. Nigga put the caption up next to the water. I remember one night waking up with 15 roaches on my face. Eric, stop. Nope. We had to, like Diddy. Who
you counted all of them,
to, bro? First off, you counted the roaches. That makes me mad. You don't want us to believe that you stopped trying to get the roaches off you in an effort to take inventory. It's some bullshit. Like, I'm mad as shit that you ever would say that to us, man.
But also, Bumpy Johnson wasn't having y'all live in Joe's apartment, my nigga. Like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yo, this nigga said I woke up with 15 roaches on my face and I decided to change my life that day. What, nigga? Like, come on, Sean. Like, I want you to be inspirational, but come on, Sean. You're just fucking lying to us.
Hey, yo, like Sean on the mattress. Take that. Put some feet on his head.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Everybody, like, oh shit, nigga, show home.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh man, like, I don't know, man. Did he be lying? Like, that's all. Like Diddy wilding with that shit, man. Diddy is wilding. Yo,
you ain't never party how we supposed to party, daddy.
Man, this nigga.
You got to party with me, yo. Yo, his face, Fab face was like, nigga, where's we going with this? We got party.
You know, I'm
so
already
confused.
famous. I'm already famous. You don't got to do that to me. I'm already famous.
Yeah, like this won't be that. Yo, that's hilarious.
And the wild part is, like, when he started talking about partying and the way he said that, I just felt like I was in,
like he was stretching that shit out, real creepy.
Yo, he was like, you gotta have a party. Like, yo, I felt like I was in Baltimore again. Like, yo, we having a party. Dude. Like, yo, is we having a party or a party?
Like,
y'all having a party? Yeah, I gotta leave because
y'all don't live in that world.
Y'all be doing a lot when y'all had parties. Like, I'm gonna go over there. Y'all be tripping.
Yo. Oh man, yeah, like so I'm Diddy be lying? Like he was out of control for that. Another nigga who be lying sometimes that did something funny this week. Bow Wow. See, when you give a nigga a little bit of light, they start talking again and shit, and then motherfuckers act like we ain't forget all the goofy shit you did. So Bow Wow had a nerve to go on Twitter and bash the Atlanta Falcons because they didn't draft Justin Fields. Oh god, yo, Bow Wow, nobody gives a fuck, bro. I'm only saying something about it because it really came across like my complex news feed. I'm like, complex, y'all should have better shit to do. This is more of a complex badge than a Bow Wow highlight. This is more like, come on, complex. Like, I need y'all to get a little more selective with your shit. I ain't care when Bow Wow was fake taking the picture on the baby yacht, though that was hilarious.
That nigga was on a tugboat.
This nigga had a canoe.
Tugboats.
This nigga was on a personal canoe going down the fucking Schuylkill.
Franklin was in the San Andreas goddamn water, punched the nigga off his dinghy, and it took a picture like this.
Yeah, man, that shit was so bad. All right. I got one for y'all. I'ma just let Leffa know where I'm going, but Hood, you'll know too.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Pull up on me. For real, if y'all want to pull up on me, pull up on me. Pull up on me. Pull up, pull up on me. Pull up on me.
So, pull up on me. If you have not been paying attention to the news in the great state of New Jersey,
right down the street from my motherfucking house,
Jersey.
right? If I went outside, I could have heard them. I literally right down the street, bro.
Right in the brother Silky's hood. We had an issue with this gentleman.
Mark ass buster named Edward Cagney.
Yeah, Edward Cagney was talking crazy to one of his neighbors and basically invited saying racist shit, using N-word and so on and so forth. Hard R N-word too. It was definitely
he didn't say Niger. He didn't say Niger.
So
it was a soft I.
Brother, within his rant, decided to invite motherfuckers to his crib. Gave him the address, was talking heavy. Like, you want to come to my house? He was talking crazy. Well, y'all keep playing with people our color. Like we not declining invitations no more. You want it? Pull up on me.
He has become the poster child of you gonna get all this smoke.
Yeah, every little bit of it.
I've never seen a more black function in my entire we just was at a Juneteenth celebration. I've never seen a more black celebration than the front of that man's house. And the reason why I say that, I don't know if you have the video queued up or whatever. I don't. Okay. Y'all go look at the video of him getting the police escort him, right?
When they throwing shit at him.
Right. The first thing that hits him is a water. Okay, cool. You know what the second thing? I guarantee you right now, go watch this video. You know what's the second thing that hit that man?
What?
Who loves orange soda?
Orange
soda hit that nigga, bro. I knew it was because some black people could put. It was some niggas at that function.
Long as it wasn't grape soda, I'm fine with it.
Nah, it was orange soda. Like it was the right. Niggas like grapes. Grape soda is cool, but we really do like orange soda. Like we do.
I think orange soda is more universally loved amongst our folks. I would agree with that. Only
Grape
thing we believe
acquired.
in more than orange soda is ginger ale.
It's Pepsi.
Ginger ale, and this one right here.
Oh, you gotta be from the hood to fuck with a Tahitian.
Tahitian.
Not
That's
every black
true.
person
That's
is
true.
privy to Tahitian love. That's like you gotta be in some trenches to fuck with a Tahitian.
Hold up, I got another one for you.
You have one on hand.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait 1 second.
I keep that thing on me. Like he put that shit right on the side.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
yeah. The Tahitian impresses me.
That shit was within arm's reach. Like,
yeah.
Hey,
I stay ready, so I ain't got to
get ready.
Let me. You feel me? Hey, my
oh,
nigga.
Shit. He got a Tahitian treat and mambas. This nigga got like the hood snack royalty. Like all you need is a fun dip and some hot chips.
This is how, this is how you know
again.
that he was an aggressive kid because of the motherfucking snacks that he eat.
He had the bad nigga snacks. He had the bad nigga snacks. Yeah. The silver cap tooth nigga snacks. He had the silver caps.
Crumbs. It's Chico stick crumbs right there.
My nigga had the silver cap. He had the silver cap snacks.
Nah, but I went to a white dentist. I had white caps.
Oh yeah, okay.
I had white caps.
Oh, that's right. You from Jersey? They got
good dental care over there.
Good tooth care.
My name was not Young Thug.
Oh man, yo. So this man really went about his rant, and in the age of the internet, I don't understand how people feel as though they're going to say and do these things unchecked continuously. I just don't see what makes them think that's a viable conclusion to this. This shit gonna end bad every time, y'all. Everybody got a cell phone with a camera. You start that shit and there's more than 2 people around, somebody's recording your dumb ass. And if you say some shit you can't stand up for, don't be surprised when this motherfucker's hitting you in the head with Sunkiss while you getting escorted out your crib. For whatever crime it is you end up committing.
And Black Lives Matter flags.
Yeah, like they was whooping your ass with Wishniak cans. Like they took the whole thing out to your motherfucking curb. Like it was awful, man, but it was lovely at the same time because that shit ain't take no time at all. We put that the folk came together in a matter of moments. Like, oh no, we gonna go see this motherfucker. What's up?
Right.
Yo,
you hollered your address out, niggas is here. What's up? Like that energy is different, man, and I love that shit. We giving that shit out going forward everywhere. That's what y'all want. That's what we bring. Go ahead, bro.
One of the things I liked about it, number one, like the response from the response from the community was awesome, but it was one of them situations like you a pussy from the beginning. Because you knew who you was talking to. Like, you knew who you was talking to. In the beginning of all that, like, you saw he was an immigrant or, you know, he was of African descent. Like, he had the voice.
Yeah, you made up your mind how you was going to play that from the rip. No, I agree with you.
From the rip. Like, if it was somebody that sounded like one of us three, that shit those words would have never came out his fucking mouth.
You want to know what the words would have came out of mine? Mink, 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 mink. Hey, it would have been all furs. It would have been all furs. Mink, 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 mink.
Oh shit! All furs. Oh man, yeah, man. But seriously, man, you gotta watch what you say to people, man. Like. I don't give a fuck who it is, cause you gotta watch how you talk to motherfuckers, man. Cause everywhere you go, some way or another, is gonna be one of them folks who essentially just gonna pull up and be on some, hey dog, that was him, I'm me. Bet you one thing for sure.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's them type niggas you gotta worry about. Well, let this shit happen to me though. Fuck out of here, dog. Like, yeah, no, seriously, it's there. I feel like you would think, at least in my mind, you would think rationally these kinds of incidents would be happening less and less, simply because of just, regular, like, I see this shit happening. I don't want to be on the other side of it, so I'm a chill. But motherfuckers still do it. Like, even with all that, it's still happening on a consistent basis. So it's wild as shit to me. And I just don't get it. But, it ain't for me to get. And that's, I'm okay with that too, bro. Yeah, so fuck dude. In conclusion, let me see what else I got for y'all. All right, so real quick before we get into some more goofy shit, because I got some other shit to complain and rant about, and I got some halfway serious shit. But last week the Supreme Court ruled that NCAA athletes can make money off their image and likeness, and it was something I wanted to talk about last week, but we just kind of got caught up in the flow of all the other things we was discussing. How y'all feel about that? That's I think that, for me personally, I think it's a big move. I think it could improve the quality of college athletics simply because they won't be chasing a buck where one's not necessary. I think it'll give some of these, particularly basketball, some of these dudes a pause to when the scout is telling them you'll be the 68th pick and it's only 60 picks and they still leave because they need the money that bad on the chance. I think those types of things will stop now because they have ways to actually like get paid without being like sanctioned or penalized or whatever. So I like it. I hope that it goes forward and happens in a way that's going to be fruitful and productive for those young men and women. But I definitely am for it for sure.
I'm for it. Powers to the people. I'm definitely for it, and just due to the fact that when you look at the cash cows for the NCAA, not just for particular colleges. I'm speaking for the entire
unit. Yeah,
the entire unit of the NCAA. Football and basketball generate a huge market share of the revenue, like a huge share of the revenue. The reasons that a lot of these colleges are still standing is because of the blood, sweat, and tears of the student athletes or the athletic students, because a lot of these cats ain't going to class, but
right.
Is. But so I feel like it's a major move. I would love to see what it is that these guys and girls are going to be getting back from this, as far as the money splits go. But there's people who one person in particular, Donald Delahaye, aka Destroying,
right.
He took the bumps and bruises for a lot of different people, and it's a good thing that this is happening now, because what was he at? Central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He was at UCF, a kicker
UCF,
at UCF, and he was making money off of his YouTube page, and within that, they told him that he either demonetized his page or he forfeits his scholarship. Well, he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just forfeit my scholarship. And he's a millionaire off of YouTube now.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
We can't
hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
My fault. My wires and shit came undone. Whatever. Not only that, the original proposal was for him to forfeit his scholarship, and he was like, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna bet on myself, and I'm gonna still play. I'll just be a walk-on. Like, I'll just continue. I'll stay on the team."
He didn't leave the team.
Yeah, when he
didn't want to.
Counter offered, there was like, you know what? This too much. We have other kickers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy because he went about it in a way where you would like them. Like it, I feel like he did it the right way. And they still tried to get him out of there with that shit.
And the horrible part about it to me is, like, I feel like he's still being blackballed because there's no reason why he shouldn't be on the NFL roster today.
Yeah.
If you see if you watch his videos and you see how well he kicks, I understand it's a specialty position or whatnot, but this dude is kicking 70-yard field goals.
I mean, here's the thing about any job in the NFL, particularly kicker and quarterback. It's only 32 of them.
Yeah.
32 jobs in the whole damn world. And that's always one of them things, man.
The notch that's in his arm. I actually have a little bit of insight in this situation only because so I have a cousin. His name's Chris Rainey. He was on the UF team with Tebow, the Pounties, Aaron Hernandez. He was on that team. That's my older cousin.
Okay.
Drafted to the Steelers, did some dumb shit, whatever. Now he's one of the all-time leaders in all-purpose yards in the CFL. So it worked out for him. He was on, I want to say either Montreal or BC Lions, because I know my cousin has played for both of them, but he's played for BC Lions for the last couple of years. They were roommates in this whole situation. Me and Chris actually recently reconnected. I have some dope shit to tell y'all off, regarding this literally happened yesterday. But yeah, we literally just talked about the situation because I asked him how does he feel, because granted, it's a lot of niggas who have been getting paid and have reaped those benefits. One, i.e. those of like Cam Newton's. Like Cam signed an NDA saying that he wasn't going to go to the league. He was going to bring Auburn one more scholarship. They put his mom up. He had nice cars, X, Y, and Z, and it was all fundraisers. And when he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to the league." They was like, "Well, we going well, we said that you couldn't." He was like, "All right, well, what are y'all gonna do? What you gonna do? You can't do nothing." So, and then there's and there's situations like Reggie Bush. Now, where do we rectify that situation?
Well, see, I read something about that, and I was thinking about that, and I feel like at this point, give them all that shit back. Like everybody who it was, give them all that shit back. Reggie, any of the titles or anything that they forfeited, give him his Heisman back. Like all of that shit, man. All of that. Why? Like, because the reality is that you motherfuckers have $1 billion industry on the backs of these kids, and all they wanted was to be able to buy themselves something to eat if somebody decided to pay them for the shit that is theirs, like their name. Like, I shouldn't have to beg you to get a nickel off my own fucking name.
Right.
Like, nothing about that. Like, there's not another industry in the world where the work that these kids are doing wouldn't be considered, like, the top level of the work. Like, even in the NBA, the players have, like, a 50-50 split damn near. Like, which, even though it's some bullshit, because there's another story floating around about how the owners are paying less in taxes than the goddamn players off of some loopholes and some bullshit. But yeah, what are you gonna do about that? That's the system. But anyway, I digress. It's just basically a thing of like, how can you sit in a house with a pool and have a vacation home and this and that and do all these things, and your kids go to Ivy League schools and all these things, and then the kids that are helping you do this can't buy themselves a pizza? Like, right. You can't. You got to tell me where that makes some fucking sense. So I'm happy that this shit happened. Again, I'm interested to see what it looks like. I don't necessarily know that the players will be getting paid by the NCAA, but what will be happening is that certain players will be getting endorsement deals, and certain players will be getting paid to promote certain things, and there won't be anything the NCAA can do about it. And I think for those players, particularly somebody who's like good, like in the area as a local hero, like I'll give you a perfect example. If I go to Temple and I play Temple basketball for 4 years, say I'm a senior, or let's say I'm a freshman and I'm good, but I'm not like NBA good, but I'm good. I'm good enough to bring attention to our team. And a local whatever shop wants to put me in a commercial and give me a couple dollars for it. Previously, I couldn't do that. Now I can do that. And even though it's not life-changing money, it's enough money to where I'm not like, damn, what am I going to do? Right. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's enough money where it's like, I don't have to think about my future in such an anxious, tenuous way, because I do have small little pieces to bridge me. And those are going to be the differences. There's some of these kids who really, you know, they was going to be superstars anyway, and it was what it was going to be. But then there are a much larger group that are going to be like, oh man, like, thank you. Like, now if the pizza shop want to put me on they pizza box and give me $200 a week, I'll take it. Like, even like, you know, and that's the most minimal of things, of course. But like that kind of shit right there could lose you a scholarship previous.
Right.
Yeah. And it's crazy because $200 a week in college, that's money. They're like,
I mean, you are rich.
That's love, bruh. That shit is love, my nigga.
$200 a week,
yo. That shit was, bro. That shit is love.
You could be the king for $200 a week, like
for what a $500 check every 2 weeks. I had a Jaguar X Type. A motherfucking, I ain't gonna hold you. I had a Jaguar X Type. I had an apartment, my nigga. I had air conditioning in my. Yo, I was that nigga on campus off of my little $500 every 2 week check.
That shit come in handy.
Yo, hey nigga, I had a Jaguar X Type. You couldn't tell me shit.
You tell the chicks, hey man, ain't no motherfucking ramen in my room. Come through,
It's
like,
not.
oh shit, this nigga.
It's not.
What you got? Bitch, I got ramen. Go with him.
Yeah, you know, if you don't want ramen, I don't know what to tell you.
You fucking with a lunch meat hot pocket nigga. He over there eating good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man. You going to the hibachi?
You tell this bitch, man, I'm eating Chi-Chi's, bitch. You better.
You let Chi-Chi's do that to your stomach? Go ahead. That's what you deserve in life.
Oh shit!
What'd he say? Well, let him take your ass runner and let him fuck your head up. That's how I feel about Chi-Chi's. Bitch, you want to go? You want to go to Chi-Chi's?
Oh,
let him fuck your stomach up.
Oh shit, yo, that is funny. Yeah,
no, you thinking we talking about the restaurant Chi-Chi's?
Oh, I'm talking about cheese. I'm talking about ramen cheese curls and motherfucking Slim Jims.
Slim Jims. You remember, but you know what I'm talking because I know it as a hookup. I know what Chi-Chi is after working in PA, but I know it as a hookup.
I'm about to say I know you know what Chi-Chi's is.
Yeah.
Boys probably had you in there like, yo, can you give me some cheese curls?
I used to be like, nigga, I ain't eating that shit.
Now listen, it's here's the thing. They're delicious. I'm just yo, they're fucking delicious. Hey, yo. Like I don't really, and I'm glad I'm not the only one who understands.
Don't come around me, bro. Me and you, we gonna be goddamn Rick and Morty. I don't know who's gonna be who.
Man.
You can't be around me, bro. We gonna do hood rat shit.
No, Jisa, she definitely
in Jersey too.
She with the shit, and she in Jersey too. She ain't from Jersey, but she in Jersey.
Was it okay? Okay.
Wait a minute. Hey, Gigi, you wilding on Glizzy? No, we don't do that.
Yeah, I'm saying she had to go Glizzy with it. Like
you wild
Glizzy gang.
Hey yo, y'all seen the nigga that bit the hot dog and his man was recording? He just spit that shit on him.
Yo, I hate you niggas, man. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. You can't go to a motherfucking function and enjoy a Frank no more, because niggas is definitely right on it. Like,
you really gotta snap your joint apart. Like,
you gotta eat that shit like a banana. Like, you know how niggas got to the point with the banana, you just like, peace.
Nah, I'm gonna do mine like this. I don't even eat Franks for real, but I eat Dietz and Watson all beef. Pause. I'm gonna have to eat that shit like an African nigga with a knife. Just eat that shit like this.
Like a mango.
Yeah, eat that shit with a knife.
Cut slice of mango. Yeah, no, that shit is hilarious, man. I hate what y'all have become. Eat a motherfucking decent Watson and stop playing, man. We grown ass men. We know we don't God
The
damn
funny
it.
part,
And I ain't gonna front. Like it's certain motherfuckers who I don't care. Like I ain't gonna front. If it's the three of us, oh well, y'all just gonna see. But like niggas I don't know, because I don't want to have to put my hands on nobody. Like say some cool shit and then be like, yo, dog, like you doing a
over
lot
here
right
with
now.
this
I'm gonna have to fuck
glizzy and
you up.
shit.
Like, yeah, like I don't
Nigga,
know, man.
fuck is up with your boy over here with this glizzy and shit. Nigga, like
you say something wild to me and I might pop off. No, I don't want that. Man, it's cool. I'll just eat a burger.
yo. So here's the funny ass story, right? So I remember we in the hood one day, and shouts to Dino.
Yeah, cuz
He just came home not too long before this or whatever. You know, he had spent a couple months, you know, on vacation and shit. And he came back. We in the hood or whatever. Like we was all in the barbershop because Dean's the barber. So we end up going to the Poppy store. And Dean just walk in the back of the Poppy store and shit, like in the back where they cooking and shit. Like, yo, Luca, I need to, you know what I mean, put something together. Luca, go ahead. I'm like, you need to put something together. What the fuck are you talking about? So he goes in the back and then just start making his own food. And they letting him make his own food in the Poppy store. So then,
wow. Jesus, that's wild. I ain't never been that cool with Bobby, but go ahead.
Yo, but you gotta think about the fact that Dino's shop, the shop he was working in, was 2 doors down from the Poppy store. You 2 doors down, y'all always in each other's. So, and then of course, Dean is half Poppy.
I'm about to say he a Poppy too, though. So that has something to do with it. You know, they trust each other more than they trust us.
And it's funny because he don't speak no Spanish, none. So he go in there and he start fixing Chi-Chi's. So then the rest of the niggas from the hood start coming in there like, yo, trying to order shit, was like, yo, Dean, fuck is you doing back there? I'm making food. What you making? Sandwich. I'm making Chi-Chi's. Yo, nigga, make me one. Yo, it's a line of motherfuckers in the back of the store talking about something. Yo, make me some Chi-Chi's. He was in that bitch selling Chi-Chi's for $5 a pop.
Listen, bro, when I tell you,
so disgusting.
This is yo, man. Like, I hate that this is all jail culture. For those of you who don't know, all this shit comes from prison. But and mind you, none of us on this particular broadcast have been to prison. Niggas might got locked up for a night or been there, like, yeah, but ain't nobody do no bid to be knowing no Chi-Chi's, but we'll come back to you sometimes. Them shits is delicious. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, listen, can I tell you what my actual pedological fucking why I hate the idea of Chi-Chi's?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Soul food already was the scraps, my nigga, and now we've devolved under that.
Wait a minute.
It makes me so hold on. Bro, maybe I'm white. I might just be white. I don't know.
So here's the thing, right? I get this completely. I have gone on rants about this several times. I am weird about the shit I will and will not eat for certain reasons. I don't believe in eating slave food. Don't serve me sweet tea. I don't want that shit. Mm-hmm. Don't serve me grits. I don't want them shits. Mm-hmm. I'm not a chitterling eater. And I don't have a problem with pork, but I'm not eating no motherfucking chitlins.
I eat ass, but I ain't eat no chitlins. I suck a butthole, but I ain't eat no goddamn chitlins. I eat a bitch ass. I ain't eating a pig ass.
Oh, man. Holy shit, I was unprepared. I don't know how.
Shit, you right.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just certain shit I'm not. I don't eat slave food. I don't eat nothing. I don't eat any slave food. That's what I call it. If they served it to you, then I don't eat it now. I'm okay. It's just, it might be a few exceptions in there, but I don't want no field food. Like, nah, bro. Like,
no trotters.
Is we going like sing spirituals and chant after this meal here? Like, no, thank you, bro. And the niggas be trying to make grits luxurious. Like, everybody look at me crazy when I tell them I don't eat grits. I'm like, what the fuck about that is good? It's water and corn, bro. You added some pepper to it, and you try to tell me this shit tasty. Grits are awful.
Put them three scrimps on top. Put them three scrimps
that's
on
what
top.
I'm saying. Niggas be putting pepper patterns and butter designs and shit. I'm cool. I more power to you, but don't look at me crazy because I don't want no slave food. I'm cool on the Harriet stew. I don't need it. I don't want it at all. I'm okay. Like, that shit is awful.
Harriet stew.
I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Grits are terrible. I maintain that shit to the grave. No, thank you. No. But
if you ever, but I mean, I know, like, y'all know, if you ever look at my music and it's a nigga that be featured on my songs, fuck you. My man's Q. He from North Jersey. That's my guy. He did, I think, like 5 years for some, nigga shit. And we be in the studio and shit. So the studio that I go to is like right across from a 7-Eleven. So he be is a kitchen in our studio. Boom, he be in the kitchen. Come back. I'm like, my nigga, I ordered pizza. Like, why is you doing this? Like, do you need a hug, my nigga? Like, do you miss it? Do you want to go rob? Like, I'll help you. Do you want me to drive you to go rob somebody? Like, why
do you miss it? You got mad at the brother because he was still wanted to live a jail life out in freedom. Yeah, no, I understand that. That's real.
That should be making me so mad. Quad Air 2-door, leave them shit alone.
Some of that shit is real though, man. Like
this is for Quad Air.
Yeah, what's Friday After Next? Like,
Damon?
Yeah, like real shit. Like, some of that. Them niggas come home and don't be right, bro. Like, what's the real shit?
Ain't nothing like it. Fresh official.
Like,
ain't nothing like it.
We consistently say we don't fuck with Terry Crews here, but that part that he played in that movie, it's some niggas that come home just like that. Like,
that really had me thinking because he went from Training Day to that, so I thought he was really top OG.
One of them niggas, yeah,
he did that shit.
That nigga was a special teamers for the Washington fucking Redskins.
Right. Y'all ever have I know y'all have a friend
team. Go ahead.
that came home and y'all chilling for a little bit, everybody go to eat, the nigga stand up in the corner and be eating like this, looking at everybody.
Because he can't take his back, he gotta see everything while he doing everything.
Ain't nobody gonna take your butt in here, my nigga. We playing Madden and eating pizza. Relax.
Yo, man, I laugh, but I couldn't imagine spending 10, 12 years behind them walls and then coming home and having to try and live normally because you literally can't live normally. Like,
I can't imagine spending 10 to 12 minutes behind them.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm not making light of that. I'm just like, I'm the person that's really going to help you get out of that. Let me help you a little bit.
Man, listen, I spent the night in Frankfurt lockup, and I heard a boy cussing the turnkey out all night. Yo, that shit had me dying, man. It's like, turnkey, I can't shit in here. Like, yo, like nigga, and this is only a holding cell overnight. Like, he cussing this nigga every 5 minutes, bro. Like, when I tell you every 5 minutes, my stomach fucked up. You gonna have everybody mad because I'ma just shit. Like, I'm like, yo, dog. That shit was so funny, but you can't laugh because you can't really be on that type time. I was already upset, and these niggas try to give me a cheese sandwich. Good ass iced tea though. The Wawa iced teas be yapping.
and the carton, and his mad milk carton all inside the juice. You have no choice to just drink this paper pulp.
Yo, that's real shit.
Eating cheese sandwiches down for the weekend, locked up with dirty white boys and
Ricans. That is real shit, man. Like, you don't really want to. It's not a good look, man. Fuck out of here. Stay out of jail under every circumstance.
Yo, I was mad as shit when I got booked and they sent me the fucking I was at the precinct at Brewer and Champlos and shit. Fucking cop was in there like, yo, I got a shit like a motherfucker. Like, And only reason I got shit is because I'm scared that when my pop come get me, my pop gonna come fuck me up, dog. Like I'm so fucking nervous. Like, yo, this nigga gonna whoop my fucking ass. And then the cop is sitting out there fucking up the sandwich and staring in my face like, this is good. Like, yo, I wanted him to jump through that fucking glass so bad. That was gonna fuck me up. Like, I was just like, dog, like, come the fuck on.
It's one thing to get locked up when you know you ain't do shit. The other part is to be locked up when you actually did something. Like, that's a different sit. Because that overnight sit be like, oh God, I hope they don't really believe I did this shit. Like, nigga, the hope you be sitting in that motherfucker with, rocking back and forth, calling on Jesus, you ain't praying ever. I don't know no scriptures. They religious than a motherfucker. Like, oh man, don't know.
But the horrible thing is when you, like, if you ever got locked up and just been comfortable with the whole shit, like, fuck it. Now, you saying you ain't never been there, hood, of course you ain't. You saying you ain't. Yo, when I got booked in South Dakota, like, I was
in the military too.
Yeah.
But that's just way different. The military system's way different.
No. What you gotta understand is I got booked civilian.
Right? Yeah, I know. But I'm saying they gotta allocate that. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you a story for. Go ahead, rock on.
So I'm on my shit like when I get caught, because I got caught on some fake ID shit. So.
Oh, I remember this story. Go ahead.
I in the military with a fake ID.
It was 10 days before my 21st birthday. 10 days before my 21st birthday. Everybody been going to the clubs and shit. Like, motherfuckers that, like, mind you, I know I looked young at the time, but it was motherfuckers that looked younger than I looked young. Yeah. And they in the club, they going crazy and shit. And I'm like, yo,
they in there getting
how the fuck is yeah? So how's y'all and I'm stuck outside. Like, I know I got a couple weeks to go, but man, fuck this. So my man showed me how to alter my ID, and I'm like, cool, I got you. So I altered my ID. I go to the club. We all, we in line. And it's like a whole bunch of people behind me and shit because everybody trying to get in this club. I think it's called a firehouse. It was a fucking old firehouse and shit. That shit was nice for the 5 minutes I was in there. For the 5 minutes I was in there. So, mind you, I went back there after the fact that, but for the story, I go in.
Never went back in there. You better than me.
I hand dude my ID. The whole bitch out. I hand dude my ID. He look at me. Yeah, that's me on the picture. He flipped my ID over. Back then, this is like the back of the military IDs was in black and white. So what we did was we photocopied the back of somebody else's joint and then laminated the back. He started picking at the joint like click, click, click. Fuck. And it's nowhere to run to because everybody's behind me. And regardless, you got my ID in your hand.
Right.
Think about the fact that at the time, I weighed maybe $180.
Yeah, this was young boy Mike.
This dude is like
a bouncer in South Dakota is what he is.
I tried
a fucking corn husker.
But he was a black corn husker. Like, it was a black bouncer. So he like, yo, what did you do? I'm like, yo, my man, come on, dog. Just
he was a unicorn. He was
like, I'll walk away. I just go home. Like, just
why you sober up so quick? I'll just go home. I'll go home.
I wasn't even drunk yet.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying your mindset sobered the fuck up. I'll just go home.
I just go home. We won't even try this again. Like, come on,
ain't gotta act like this happened, bro. What's up?
Look, come on, bro. Come on, dog.
That nigga was in the house. He was in the house.
I tried to step back. I just felt, what the? Let me go.
Shit.
I can't get off. Stop.
What's wrong with you? Like, yeah.
Yo,
Why are you holding me?
He was way too. I couldn't get away. Like, so what I came to find out is that the bouncers they was getting extra. Like, you know, the club was paying them an extra couple $dollars for every person that they caught underage. So that nigga was like, "Oh, extra chicken, cool."
Hustle. You was a buck, nigga.
Yeah.
So you see the ghost in the background?
He just popped in. Yeah, I see him.
My stomach dropped so fucking fast. I didn't know what you was talking about. I forgot. See, look, and then there's another nigga on the other side of your camera going like this.
Oh shit! That nigga said my stomach dropped so fast.
I didn't know what you was talking about. It's dark in that corner.
Oh,
so
shit.
then, I made my peace with everything. Like, this is gonna be a long ass weekend. Might as well get comfortable with the situation now. So, cops come pick me up. They take me to Pennington County Jail. And they do the in processing. And I'm just like, the fuck? Nigga, I'm here. They put me in a holding cell. I'm in a holding cell all by myself and shit. I'm chilling. So I don't know what time it was. It was early in the fucking morning and shit. They come get me. All right, come on. So now they take me to Gen Pop. They put me in the cell.
You was locked up. That's right. I forgot. I ain't heard the story in a long time.
He altered a government ID. Yes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so he was dead up.
They take me to Gen Pop. So I walk in that bitch. That shit look like eyes. Like how they did
out. Yeah.
Whole pot. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. Nigga, I'm from Philly. Fuck this shit. We in South Dakota. Like, yo.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was about to say, I ain't gonna be uncomfortable there because, like,
exactly, like, yo, so, like,
it's cool. I'll fight every last one of you niggas unless some neo-Nazi type shit happen because you definitely in that area.
So I'm on my joint, like, yo, fuck this, nigga. I'm from Philly. Fuck y'all niggas. Like, I ain't scared of none of y'all motherfuckers. It is what it is. So I done been told all the fucking rules, the do's and the don'ts when you go to jail. Don't do none of this shit. Michael.
Daddy?
Disappear.
He said bad.
That nigga said, yep, okay.
Look, he don't go talk shit to your daughter. I got mind control over daddy. He be like, shut the fuck up. And I be quiet.
I be quiet when you leave. I be talking again.
Yup.
Look.
Yo, I love my nephew to death. He was not fucking around with you like, that sounded serious.
Yeah.
I'm going to go now.
Absolutely. They don't need to hear this story.
Facts.
So I'm in there on my joint like, nigga, I'm from Philly. Matter of fact, I'm from North fucking Philly. Fuck this shit.
Talk, nigga.
I'm not gonna walk in this bitch and have these niggas scared of me, like have me scared of these niggas. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna do my thing. So I come in, they put me in the cell and shit, and then not even an hour later, we come out for chow. We go eat breakfast and shit, and then now I'm sitting in the day room chilling, feet up. Nigga, I does this. So then, chilling for a little while longer, go out to the fucking rec yard. I'm out there hooping with niggas, snuffing. I'm comfortable in here. I did this before. Like, no, I never did this.
This nigga just act like jail was in his soul. He just showed up. Like,
I did this before.
I'm in prison soul, nigga. I've been here for years. My ancestors built me for this. Yo, that's funny.
They put us on lockdown.
To this day, nigga. That's how you was.
Yeah. So they put us on lockdown, and I'm like, shit. So now it's me and the boy in the cell together and shit. This nigga give me a book. Was like, yo, I got books over there or whatever, right? All right, cool. Let me get that one. Breaking all the fucking rules. Cause I'm on my joint like, yo, if this nigga tries some stupid shit, I'ma just beat him the fuck up in here.
Right.
Like that, I let you hold that book. Now you owe me something. Nigga, I don't owe you shit. Me.
All furs.
All furs, nigga.
All furs.
All furs.
He was getting minks. You know what I mean? He was going to catch raccoon eyes from all these minks, nigga. Like,
yeah, man.
So, yeah, I was extra comfortable for no fucking reason and shit. So then we chilling and shit, and then they called my name. He was like, "Yeah, you about to go home." Yeah, that fast?
I was about to fight. I was about to ruin the Aryan Brotherhood.
I was ready for everything. Yeah, it was like, yeah, get your articles together. All right, I ain't got no articles. I got on my body. Yeah, all right, cool. Yo, they opened that fucking door. I hopped out. Yeah, nigga. I'm freeze out this bitch. Like, yes. Yo, my fucking first sergeant was there like, how could you do something so fucking stupid? I don't know, but I did it and I'm out. I don't give a fuck about nothing else because I was scared. I was scared, nigga. But I had to like a what? Yo.
Yo. That's hilarious. That's actually... What's funny about that is that it's like you really in your mind was like, no, I'm cool here because what y'all gonna do to me. My people been through this. Like your whole like everything on the inside was just like, I'm good here. Niggas ain't worrying me. Like, the fact that you can even have that is crazy. That's wild to me.
Hey, let me tell y'all about my prison story, nigga. Don't got one, can't relate. Haha. Not me.
Yeah, no. Listen,
couldn't be me
that
though.
Shit's not cool. I don't want niggas to think that right. Shit's okay. Like these stories we have and the shit we did is not like dope. But life is life, and niggas done been through shit. So that's how it's gonna happen. Speaking of niggas going through shit, so here's something funny. Not funny, no. I'll strike funny from the record. Here's some insanely trifling shit. So I was they came out with like a little report basically saying which athletes are hazed and heckled and talk shit about the most on social media.
Right.
So no surprise that Tom Brady was number one amongst football players. Tom Brady has about 26,000 negative messages with a reference to himself on the internet. Do you know who number one was?
For NBA? Who, LeBron?
For just in general. It's LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James, Tom Brady's number two with 26,000. I'll say that one more time.
26,000.
Tom Brady's number two with 26,000. LeBron has over 122,000 negative comments, threatening, racially charged, all of those things fall under the same umbrella. Like everything this brother does, there are posts that have nothing to do with sports where LeBron James comes up. There are posts where nothing to do with basketball where LeBron James' name comes up in an extremely negative light. I've never in my life seen a dude with no real live like smoking gun issues be so hated. It's so fucking weird to me, man. Like I find this shit to be very, very creepy. Like, and I'm not a LeBron fan. Like, and I'm not going to say I'm a detractor. Like, I don't have a problem with him or against him. Like, I like what he does. I like the fact that he speaks. Sometimes he don't say the right shit, but that's all of us. Who amongst us has not said some dumb shit? So I don't really hold that against him, but I find it very, very crazy. Like just the sheer numbers of the negative messages that he has. Marcus Rashford, who's a soccer player, is actually number two, 32,000. And these are considered abusive messages, whether it be racially, sexually, whatever the case is. There are different things that they come under. But LeBron James has 122,568. Marcus Rashford is 32,328. Tom Brady is 28,151. Kevin Durant is 24,370. And Bubba Wallace is 21,7. Now just think about that. Bubba Wallace pissed everybody in the South off. Bubba Wallace made the entire South mad with that new shit. The whole NASCAR hated his ass, and he's only fucking 6. That's crazy. Every Confederate flag waving motherfucker on earth hates Bubba Wallace.
You know what's funny though? Bubba is not even like Bubba Wallace is not to NASCAR as Tiger Woods was to golf.
Not at all. Bubba Wallace ain't that goddamn good.
Yeah, like he's he good enough to be on there. If the cops pull up on him, he gonna shake some shit.
Oh no, yeah, like he'll fuck one of us up in a street race,
right? But he not like he, you know what I mean? He pull up to goddamn, I don't know, Maple Leaf or one of these fucking basketball courts or whatever. Like he gonna give niggas buckets.
Right.
But
He
like,
definitely is.
Yeah. So I mean, the nigga that got drafted right after LeBron gonna give us buckets. You know what I mean? So that shit baffles me that he's even in that like it's surely because he's a black man in a white space.
Let me ask you this: where's Serena at?
Let me see if
Serena definitely got. That's a beautiful question. List. Serena got to be in there.
Let's see. We got Durant, Bubba Wallace, Dame Lillard, Trevor Bauer, Cristiano Ronaldo, Steph Curry. She is not in the top 20.
Hey,
Pogba, Odell, Lamar Jackson, Kyrie, Michael Thomas, James Harden, Deshaun Watson, Des Bryant, Juju, a couple of soccer players that I never heard of.
There's no women in there, I'm assuming.
No, there are no women in this particular
look at it
here. No.
Look at it this way. LeBron is relevant 365 days a year. America is a man-driven society, not rightfully so. It's a chauvinist society.
Right.
Serena's greatness, which if somebody told me right now, like, nigga, I'll fight you, Serena's the greatest athlete of all time, I would respect that opinion.
Right.
Her greatness is only relevant 4 times a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, that's relevant. Absolutely.
So I mean, well, relevant to the general population, I should say.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah. Just to so there's a list where it says all abuse, and then there's a second list that breaks it down even further to LGBTQ abuse or abusive messages of that nature. LeBron is still number 1. Neymar is on that list as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, Justin Thomas, Kevin Durant. Still no women on this list up until number 8, which is Sue Bird. And everyone, like, this entire list is men though, like, which is slightly odd to me. Like, I don't.
Why do niggas hate Dame Lillard?
Well, here's the thing. Dame, I think, is one of those, like, either you love him or hate him type dudes.
Why?
You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't see what your problem could be with Dame. Like, he's from the hood. He represents his university, his neighborhood, his family very well. He's loyal as hell. Loyal to a fault, if you ask me, because he should be asking to get the hell out of there. But that's another discussion for another day. I don't see what the negative issue with Dame Lillard is. I do not, in any way, shape, or form, see why that is. I tell you what, though, LeBron has another problem. LeBron is on the verge of becoming the Stan Marsh of his son's basketball league. Cause shit, I thought this was America. What do you mean? I thought this is America. Come on, it was America, right? Like, yeah, that's the type of time he's on.
You mean Randy Marsh? Randy Marsh.
Yeah, my bad. Not Stan. The Randy Marsh. He's Stan's dad. But either way, that's just hilarious because the Brian is at the announcer at one of his son's games said Bronny getting calls must be because his dad is in the house, something to that effect. Yeah, that might not be the exact
he gonna get those files in his gym.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, something to that. I believe that's the quote. Listen, y'all, stop talking crazy. Like, watch your fucking mouth. Like, I don't understand. I don't care who you are. You just can't say shit because you want to say shit. Like, you in the building and Brian's in the building and you thought it was cute to say something about the fact that his son was getting calls, and then when he said something to you, you was muting the motherfucker because you had a 6'9" statue staring in front of you with anger. Like, nigga, sit back, shut, like, watch your mouth. Stop talking to these people crazy like this. Like, I don't understand what you expect as far as blowback when that type of shit happens. Watch your mouth.
First of all, don't talk about my child.
Right. In any way, shape, or form. Watch
like,
your fucking mouth.
If you're not giving my child praise, shut the fuck up. Because
it's crazy.
It's just as simple as you saying that. It's going to be just as simple as it's going to be all furs.
All furs.
All furs. All fucking furs.
Nah, that shit is fucking corny, dog. Like, especially the one thing. I mean, I've made this analogy before. We in the repetition and syncopation of today's society, like the rhythm that it moves in, it's so quick that we're so used to seeing shit in this box that
right.
we don't. When we see somebody in person, we don't remember that we're not at the fucking zoo. You're in the jungle right now.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's real.
You can say that shit online. LeBron's never going to see that. Say that shit to his face, and you forget that that's a grown man from Akron, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It ain't sweet, bro. Like,
he definitely is not like the dude you're just gonna be talking to. Because Akron, despite not being this place that most motherfuckers know, Akron hard. I had to do some research on Akron. Akron
Jay Reed,
nigga
from Akron.
Yeah,
y'all out there selling corn, nigga.
Yo, that's my shit, yo. How did he miss that nigga shooting that? He shot at that nigga 97
he knew what he was doing
every single time. I would have whooped his ass. No, you a cop, nigga. Ain't no way you missed him. Like, you gotta shoot a nigga by luck with that many shots. The way
right.
you like Jay Reed was wilding with that shit. He should have shot him in the foot or something. Like, he ain't touched that nigga.
And then he was out the window like this.
Yeah, like he had a beat on. That's what I'm saying. He had the full drop on them niggas, dog. Like, come on, bro. My wife ain't shot shit in her life. She can hit that nigga in the back. So take it out the window like that. Like, y'all wildin', man. Don't do shit like that. Like, Jay Reed
LL wild for putting that pool cue in that man booty.
First off, they wild for writing that shit. They wild for writing that shit. Like, that's how he exact revenge, by pool sticks up grown men asses. Like, I don't approve of this, and I don't think anyone else should either.
He licked his lips before he did it. You can't tell me he did.
Hey, yo, I'm a pause. This is a pre-pause worthy offense, right? Yo, I used to practice that shit. Like, yo, listen, man.
The fuck to yourself.
You used to practice what?
Yo,
be specific, nigga.
I was on my
joint.
Talking
like, about a lot of weird shit, right?
I'm not talking about the pool stick. I'm not talking about the pool stick.
No. Oh, okay.
Listen,
I knew what you meant.
We good then.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, like because I know the shorties be on their joint like, oh my god, LL. So I used to be on my joint in the mirror like,
yo, I know your shit was ashy as a bitch after you got done.
Yo, but Michael,
Daddy,
it's a go see in room. Let him talk.
Hold on. Bro. I'm about to we'll be back after these short messages.
Go be a dad. Hey, we got you, bro.
Hey, yo. So so this kid I grew up with, this is like 4th grade. This kid I grew up with, he said some weird shit. Like, we was talking about LL Cool J, and like 4th grade, like, nobody listen to LL Cool J no more. Nobody listen to LL Cool J no more. So now knowing what I know, this young boy was just a mama's boy, right? You know, the niggas, like, he ain't soft, but he just always around women. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
So he's sitting there, it get quiet, and he was like, sexy ass lips. I was like, what? I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
What? And he was like, no. My mom say that, but I really believe, because in his household, when LL's brought up, everybody's
that's all that ever come up.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess he thought he was making a contribution to the only thing he really knew, LL.
Oh,
so that just became a joke amongst my friends in 4th grade.
Shit.
So my cousin, you know how sometimes you have an inside joke and you don't realize that inside joke is not going to land outside your circle?
Right. You got to stay where it's supposed to be. Right.
So my dad and my cousin are having, my dad and my cousins, my dad's age, are having, they're talking about LL, something LL. So I thought it was funny, which I wasn't allowed to like cuss, but like in context, if I'm saying like a movie quote, I could like let it, as long as like you're not saying fucking shit like that. My dad will let it fly. So now I was like sexy ass lips. My dad was like, nigga, what? What? So at first I started laughing. He's like, nah, what? What, nigga? Sexy ass what? Huh? Yo, I ain't never seen my dad turn so homophobic so fast.
Not today, nigga. Not there. Like, oh, that's hilarious.
He was like, nah, you lying. What,
man?
Nigga, don't say no shit like keep that to yourself.
He got
that's hilarious, bro. You know what's funny? What's extra funny about getting caught like in the context of shit by your parent? I remember this shit vividly, bro. Me and the bros is on the stoop, sitting in front of my crib. That's what niggas called the front of my house, the stoop, when I used to live on Carlisle Street in Logan. Shout out to LV, Logan Valley, all my folks out there. Listen, niggas would be chilling at the crib on the stoop, right? So one day we out there talking about Menace to Society.
Yeah.
So that was my shit, and I knew Menace to Society word for word. So I'm out there reciting the scene one day, and I'm talking about it's the scene where he said, I tell you about coming around this motherfucker so early.
Yeah.
Like, so it's that scene, right?
Iconic.
He said, what I said. So it was a part where he said, hey, yo, Wax, fix me up some links with them grits. I'm hungry than a motherfucker out here. Yo, my dad came to the door as I was saying hungrier than a motherfucker. Bro, my heart was in my toes when I thought this nigga was going to say something to me. This nigga just came to the door, giggled, and closed the door and kept it moving. And the fellas was like, yo, nigga. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I don't know. That might not last. Let's not get excited. He might just let it. He might be like,
that happened. He might forget.
Yeah, we going to let that one slide, and I'm going to just hope that shit don't come back. But yeah, no, that's funny. Like, yeah, you had to watch yourself when you was telling stories and shit, man. I remember my stepmom, my other mother pulled up on me. I was downtown with the squad. Nigga, I'm in 8th grade. I go to Masterman. Now, you know, I think I'm cool. Like, I'm the coolest kid. I'm a cool kid in Masterman. But, like, I ain't cool in real life. But we getting off the motherfucking, you know, they used to do the little charter buses and shit. We getting off the charter bus to go into the train station. And I'm cussing up a storm. I don't even know what I'm cussing about. You know how 8th graders just cuss because they can and ain't no adults around, right? Niggas just cussing, saying shit, not making no sense. I'm sure I was just saying all I hear is, Kevin. Shit, that's a government. Who the fuck is that? Damn. What's up? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. You better watch your damn mouth out here. Excuse me. Pardon me, ma'am. I turn country and mannerly quick as a motherfucker. Pardon me, ma'am. Like I was Wish McCall from the Green Mile, quick as shit.
John Coffey.
Yeah, I was John Coffey, quick as a motherfucker.
Like to drink, just not spelled the same.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, you gotta watch your body out here.
I told y'all before, I was at the basketball court. I was in 1st grade at the basketball court, caught cussing and cussing. Dark skinned nigga with the dreads was like, he was like, hey, yo, young boy, you got a wild mouth. I was like, shut up, you fucking dyke.
Yo, I remember you told me that. What's the dyke?
I got home. Yeah, I got home from the crib. My dad, we eating dinner, everything regular. We all eating dinner. My dad was like, Dejour, what's a dyke?
Heimlich, nigga. You need the Heimlich.
Huh? What's a dyke? I don't know. What's that? What's that?
Shit.
Bro, like my dad fucked me up.
Yo, because you knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about.
Exactly. That shit couldn't have happened more than 2 hours before that.
You knew exactly what that nigga was talking about.
My life flashed before my eyes.
None of that shit.
I was like, mad calm, because usually that shit'll piss him off. What he was beyond pissed off, so he was able to just be calm. What's a dyke?
Right.
What's a dyke? Tell me, what's a dyke? I knew he knew everything I said. Yo, buddy ran tape.
It ain't nothing worse than when you talking to your parent and they already know and you don't realize that they know until they start saying something. You like, oh shit, you know, don't you? Fuck.
I'm realizing I left out a crucial detail. So my dad had the Motorola, the black Motorola with the gold writing on it, the flip phone, and the batteries on the flip
On the
part.
back. Yeah.
Remember them? So my dad had one of them from Verizon, like early Verizon. The nigga wanted to snitch on me. First of all, he probably wouldn't have told knowing who I was. He told because I hurt his feelings. Oh, nigga, you a dyke. All this shit. This nigga went to a payphone and called my dad collect to tell him the shit that I said.
Time out.
That's why you got the ass whooping is because
he had to say the
he dialed down the center. Yo, that nigga dialed down the center was like 1-800 collect, nigga.
Oh shit, yo, you took it back with that. The 1-800 collect.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I showed my age.
Call my motherfucking dad collect. Yeah, goddamn Carrot Top was in them commercials too. Don't act like I ain't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Speaking
that's
of
wild,
dykes,
though.
I met Carrot Top before. That nigga's a dyke. I don't know if you ever seen him lately. That nigga got a big old clip. I know for a fact. He got steroid coochie.
He a trans now?
No, but he never mind.
You just gotta see him. He looks weird.
Oh,
I know
because I know that he started hitting them roids or whatever, and he was like around like, I mean, so
he looked like Kathy Griffin with a dick. He like Kathy Griffin with a dick.
Oh shit.
Yep. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We're about 1.5 M peoples. Glad everybody's rocking with us.
I'm sorry,
we in here. No worries. It is what it is, bro. We all in here drinking brown liquids and we libations and the whatnot. Real quick before we get into our feature topic, our featured music topic as we do every week.
I got something before that though.
All right, let me get into this real quick because this is gonna be quick. So it's a 16-year-old, right? This brother has I'm assuming he has a bot because, whatever. His name's Max Hayden. This motherfucker made $1.7 million last year off selling Xboxes, PS5s, and Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
18 months, $1.7 million, 16 years old, off of gaming systems and fucking Pokemon cards. Now, his actual profit was only $120,000. But you say only, but I didn't make $120,000 last year.
In 18 months.
So
what's that? 90 grand a year.
Like,
essentially.
In 18 months, he made 120 stacks off of sitting home on his computer and going back and forth to FedEx and UPS. That's pretty fucking impressive for 16. Like,
absolutely.
Like that's amazing. So like, fuck him because he's one of the people that's killing me out here. But salute to him.
But also salute to that young man.
Yeah, for his grind. So it's a double-edged sword.
Hey, nah. Is he white or black?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. The brother's name is Maxwell Hayden.
Okay, so now fuck y'all, cause keep that same energy. Cause when my nigga, nah, it's not even funny. Cause when my nigga was in there giving them girls gynecology visits, y'all was laughing at him. So keep that same energy, cause he was dealing with insurance motherfuckers and all that.
Facts, and he still be going though. Boy, weird as shit though. He's like amazingly funny ass weird. But keep
that energy, bro.
But no, for real, I respect that grind at 16 because at 16 I was worried about coochie and basketball. That's it, nothing else, nothing more. That was my two chief worries on the planet at 16. So for that nigga to be that concerned about making money, that's because like money was third behind all of that. Like it was like coochie basketball, then I'll make some money. And then I'm gonna go to school. Like school was number 4, easy at 16. So that brother is way ahead of my motivation. So salute to him for that. But Lef, you said you had one before we fell into the other situation.
Yeah, it's 5 ring season, meaning the Olympics.
Oh, know what? Yep, good job, bro.
Yeah.
Now you got a lot of people who are up at arms about Sha'Carri Richardson and her losing her eligibility to compete in the Olympics this year. It's in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Or China, wherever
Tokyo,
it's,
yeah.
it's not,
Definitely
yeah, it's
Tokyo.
not right here, so it didn't really matter to me. But
typical American.
yeah, pretty much. Like, okay, I get the I get how people feel, whatever, but nigga, she fucked up. She knew she fucked up. She did what she smoked. She knew she wasn't supposed to smoke, and like she gotta face the consequences of it. It sucks
I'm not
that
mad
she's
at
not gonna get
at
the
the
busted
penalty.
ass.
I'm mad at the rule itself. The rule itself is what I'm upset with. Not because of the penalty for her, but
because it's there.
Need to change the rules. Yeah,
like it's there and it's been there. So I'm not mad I'm not mad at all. Like, she just got to make better decisions. Now, the shit that I'm about to say is going to trigger a lot of motherfuckers, and it's going to trigger some fatherfuckers. It's going to trigger some people because
fuckers of all kinds.
So a New Zealander named Laurel Hubbard qualified for women's weightlifting in the Tokyo Games. The reason why I'm speaking on this is because Laurel is a transsexual. She was a man who transitioned to a woman. Now, one of the things, and I did some research on this or whatnot, and there is no sport that men and women share within Olympic competition that a woman does better than a man at. And I'm speaking of the physicality of every one of these sports. When you look at basketball, the men score more points than the women score. You look at
the whole game average together. Yeah.
The average when you look at track and field, the world record for the 100 meters for a man is well over a second more than the world record for a woman who runs the same event.
Right. Even stuff like the shot put, we throw a bigger shot put and it's further
and throw it further.
Smaller. Yeah.
Exactly. So the DNA of a man is a man is way more powerful than what a woman is. And for a person to transition from being a male into being a female, I don't have no problem with it if that's what you want to do with your life. But don't do that to the detriment of the women who worked hard to get to this point, and you're still better than them, and you was only average at your event when you was a man. Because for me, I feel some type of way when I have a daughter who plays volleyball for Penn State. Go Anissa.
Go Niece.
Who plays volleyball for Penn State, and if you have a transsexual or a trans woman who comes onto her team or is playing on a team that's going against her, who is way stronger and has physical attributes that dominate the women, that's not cool. And this is one of them situations for me. I really feel some type of way because, you got a lot of people who are yes, that should be, you should be able to do. No, you shouldn't. Because if it was your child that was being cheated out of a position, matter of fact, let's talk about the girl who didn't make it because of this woman who transitioned.
Right. No. Hey, but here's the thing. You want to let it get even deeper? There are 2 female runners from Namibia who are 16 years old. They were born women. They have naturally high testosterone levels based on, because women still have testosterone too, smaller levels, lower levels than men, but it is still a natural chemical in their body. And they have naturally high testosterone levels and are forced to not be able to compete in the 400 because of something that is literally naturally what they can't fix. They only can compete in the 200 because of this. There are 2 runners from Namibia. They are both 18 years old at this point. They have just basically come onto the scene over the last year. The testosterone rules only apply to the 400 and the 1 mile, so they can still run the 2, but they're both disqualified for running the 4 for having something that they literally have no control over. Like literally have zero control over, but yet you're telling me this particular person who transitioned from one to the other is able to do that. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like I can't act like it's not a wild ass situation.
Right.
But what I will say is there's definitely a discussion to be had about whether or not that can be a completely different lane for people who have made that choice. Like, is there but that's a discussion. I'm not saying it's something that needs to be happening, but I would like to hear that.
I think that you're right. That's a very good discussion to have. I think that's going to be shut down immediately when the first thing that people want to think of is marginalization.
Right.
Why can't we? So to both of you guys' point, I definitely agree scientifically.
That's what I mean. It's just science, nothing else.
Yeah, anatomically speaking, because I'm a person who has, I'm not, I don't want to, whatever.
Right.
Let's look at fact and fiction. Fact. There was a psychologist in New York. Y'all probably know about this. There's a psychologist in New York who ended up getting jammed up because they touched kids that they were servicing. They touched kids, and then it was found that they had dissociative identity disorder. A few of their identities happened to be children. So that's a fact. Like when that identity switches, that person is a child. It's not she just acting like that. No, it is documented that this person is a child. Now, if a child touches a child, there's still something wrong. I'm not absolving her.
Right.
So with that being said, one, we don't know everything that has to do with our mind. Two, I'm saying that to say people are born with an identity that is not that reflects their body. The only time that we get so up in arms about it is when somebody decides to have a sexual operation. Right. When people live with it, we don't really care that much. Oh, get your meds, get your med management. That's it.
Right.
But then bringing it into sports, I completely agree with you. Anatomically speaking, you have broader shoulders. Your oxygen intake is more. Your red blood cells are larger. Yeah. Your veins, your everything is larger. You're meant to perform more brute activity. So I 1000% agree with you. But I really would like to, not us, I'm just saying as a whole, I really would like to divide this argument over deciding to have a sex change versus becoming really who you are,
who you feel like you are. Right. I think that's a broader discussion. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not what we're tackling in this. I think Left is really speaking more to what you were just speaking to.
No. I'm not saying I'm introducing this because in this same conversation, I have seen, you feel like you're this, so then you can do this. I'm saying that I've seen this in this conversation over the last couple of weeks. So that was me introducing.
Absolutely.
I wasn't playing devil's advocate, is what I'm saying.
No, I mean it's still a fair point to bring up though, and I definitely it's valued.
I
agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just felt like you have situations that it's crazy because I feel like it ends up hurting the sports. You know, whatever sport it is that you're talking about, it hurts the sport because everybody's not on a level playing field. You know, because all right, let's reverse it, right? Let's take a woman who transitions to a man and she goes into a sport like basketball. Now, she might be nice, but we talking about Olympic level basketball players, and you're not going to be able to keep up with these men. You're not going to be able to run as fast. You're not going to be able to, the physicality of it is completely different. as opposed to the women's game. Even though the women's game is, physical as well, you're not going to be able to stand up to the force of these men pounding on you. Like, it happens in track and field. You might be fast, but we're talking about world-class sprinters. And you're still going to be a second behind. So it's not competitive for you. Like, for the female transition into a male role, it's like it's a thing of I can do this too, but you're not catching up. Right. Then on the inverse, it's like a male transition into a woman and doing the 100 and you smoke everybody in the field. It's not cool. So, and yeah, we're talking about the science of it. So by the science of it, I feel like nah. I don't like it.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just.
This is unrelated but related. We're talking about this. I randomly thought about it. Can we stop? Can we stop? Can we stop sharing the Fallon Fox meme? I don't know if y'all are aware of who Fallon Fox is. Fallon Fox was a mixed martial artist, transitioned from man to a woman. There's a consensus that Fallon Fox was beating bitches to a pulp and was knocking bitches the fuck. Fallon Fox got beat the fuck up in her last fight and literally had to medically retire. Fallon Fox, by everybody's standards, if we're saying what society says, was a man who became a woman and was anatomically a man competing in women's mixed martial arts. Fallon Fox got the fuck beat out of her by a woman who was born a woman, who identified as a woman, who is a cis female.
And
so
there's a certain amount of technique. It's women who go beat men asses, like, we're not saying it's but we're going by the broader numbers, not by individual statistics. But I mean, I think that removes from the positive argument and even the point that is being said, because to everyone's point, right? You have an anatomical male-bodied person competing against women, and then Fallon Fox did this. No, Fallon Fox got her ass beat. So how about it didn't work out there.
Yeah,
let's not use that one. We got about 15 left. I want to try and spend this last 15 on this little thing that we had going on. Left, thank you for bringing that up though, bro, because I definitely wanted to get to those runners from Nambia and some of the other things that happened within that conversation. So thank you. All right, so we talking perfect albums, y'all. That's the topic of the week. I sent these brothers a meme. Basically, what it said was, name one album that's perfect all the way through, no skips, no reason to stop. Just an album that you really vibe to, really literally from the first track to the last track all the way through. I have a short list of a few. Mine are personal. I'll be very honest. I don't expect anyone to agree with mine necessarily, but they are my lists. This is my list, and these are the how I feel. But we won't start with me because the brothers, I'm sure, have put some thought into this, and I like to honor the thought put into that. Brother Hood, we'll let you start, and then we'll get the left.
Jeez, bro, I got a whole ass list. Like I say this all the time, we don't have to spend no time. Whatever sticks out to y'all, and we can have like-minded comments on that.
Right. If I feel the need to slow you down, I will.
All right, boom. Like you said, personal list. If you don't like it, eat a dick. This is what I like.
This nigga's so aggressive.
Hey, bro. Fuck. Where do I start? Because I all right. We gonna get to it. American Gangster, Hove, My Beautiful Yada 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 album, Kanye, Illmatic, Inner 36 Chambers, Blueprint, Low End Theory, Ready to Die, Get Rich or Die Trying, Run the Jewels 2, Summertime 06 by Vince Staples. Also, Vince has an album dropping tonight at midnight. Everybody know that's my fucking guy.
Yeah, no, I'll be checking that out. I'll definitely be checking that out.
2014 Forest Hills Drive, Born Center, Book of Ryan by Royce, The Allegory by Royce, Bandana by Gibbs, Marshall Mathers LP, Alfredo by Gibbs, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial by Roddy, Doggy Style Snoop Dogg, Harlan and Alondra by Buddy. Hey, you know what? Throw my hat in the ring. D Hood, Hey Big Head. No Dope on Sundays by Sci-Hi. Rage in the Machine by Joe Budden. Macadelic by Mac. Good AM by Mac. Swimming by Mac. Blood Sugar Sex Magic by Blood Sugar Sex Magic by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's an interesting list.
Wow.
That you have a lot, and you have some that I considered, but I had to really think about my vibe with it and realize that there were certain little bits that I would like. Born Center came very close. Forest Hill Drive came very, very close. I don't like San Tropez on that song. I mean, on that album, it's not my favorite song from him. I like it. It kind of comes off the vibe of the way the rest of the album flows. It's a good song, but I don't think sonically it works with everything else in the album. That's my opinion.
I think so. Me analyzing that, I took San Tropez as where I'm at currently is 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I'm broke as fuck. I don't have nothing to my name. All I have is a dream. One.
Right.
Chris Rock said it best. Rich motherfuckers don't know what it feels like to be broke, but broke motherfuckers know exactly what it feels like to be rich because they think about it every day. So to me, that was like an epiphany. That was No,
I get what you. Yeah. Listen, I don't begrudge anybody who it never caught me. It's just one of those things that never caught me.
My list for me is that I skip songs on every album because 9 times out of 10 I won't listen to the single.
You listen to it for a vibe too. Sometimes I think.
Yeah, the singles tend to get skipped. Just because, like, how many more times I've heard this song still comes on the radio.
Nobody listens to Swimming Pools when they listen to Good Kid, Mad City.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Swimming Pools. You can't remove Poetic Justice, but you remove Swimming Pools, and that album is as great as it is.
Yeah, but I agree. Left, you got a few for us? Or any feedback on Hoods, either one?
Both the Mac Miller projects that you spoke on, I feel like I'm deep in on both of those.
I said 3. Which one?
You said 3.
I said Macadelic, Good AM, and Swimming.
Good AM and Swimming.
Swimming is perfect. The album's perfect. Like, sorry, Swimming is like Swimming is perfect.
Circles was almost there for me, and I didn't like Circles originally.
But for me, like I love Good AM. Good AM is just it's something about it. Like, yo, and it's funny because you spoke on the No Dope on Sunday, and they both start off with the same beat.
Yeah, facts.
Wow, ain't it right? That's crazy.
Facts. That's a fact.
They start off with the same sample. The same exact sample. See, you don't be thinking I be paying attention to my music the way I do, but I do. All right, so
don't fuck with you.
All right, so for me, y'all know how I feel about Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters was my complete introduction to music. It was what made me take rapping serious.
Muddy Waters one of them joints.
Muddy Waters. Like me and Kev used to sit back eating motherfucking
good ass cookies.
What was it? Good ass. No. You can't just say cookies, nigga. You can't just say
Famous 4th
cookies.
Street cookies, my bad.
Famous 4th Street oatmeal raisin cookies.
Facts.
The oatmeal raisin cookies. Like I remember coming in the crib that day with a bag
you ever had in your life.
A bag of motherfucker in a white bag. The bottom of the bag was fucking greasy as shit because all of the cookies. A big ass glass of milk. I popped that tape in and we sat on that fucking couch on Forest Avenue and just
Thanks, man. No, that was a whole moment, man, for sure. I agree with you on that. Muddy Waters is a great album, man.
Yeah, that album did a lot for me. Thank you, son, for making all that noise. Appreciate it. Mary J. Blige, the Mary album. That album to me, from start to finish, was like it was a tearjerker.
Right.
Like I was out. This is a South Dakota album for me.
Right.
So it brings back memories for me. Carl Thomas, Emotional. Perfect album. I can listen to that album from front to back to this day. Crit was here.
Big Crit.
Big Crit. Crit was here.
You know, Hood got his issues with Big Crit.
I don't give a flying fuck. I don't give a flying fuck.
Nor should you.
I just don't be wanting to hear them Uncle Ben goddamn cream of wheat ass raps all the time. That's all, bro.
Yo, Crit was here. That shit did it for me.
Yo.
I listen. I give him Crit don't miss, but I just don't really reload him into the clip after the nigga didn't miss.
Yo,
Section 80.
The funniest shit I'm gonna hear all day. Yeah, Section 80 is amazing.
That 10 years
Section 80.
Yeah.
What was it? It's another one in here.
Gigi got one that's on my list.
Gigi got one
that's on my list.
Ooh, ATLians is great, but it's not better than Sneaker Box and Love Below for me. Sorry,
man. Listen, ATLians is a perfect album to me. It's my favorite Outkast album. But it's not even close. But
matter of fact,
that wasn't always that way. Aquemini is a great album.
Aquemini was fucking awesome.
ATLians is still my favorite Outkast album. But go ahead.
D-Smoke, Black Habits. That album is phenomenal.
Fire.
Phenomenal.
Fire.
And then the shit I've been listening to for the last 2 weeks straight, and I don't skip a track on that motherfucker. My man Stove God Cooks' Reasonable Drop.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
yes.
I'm not
if
mad
you
at
ain't
that.
If you ain't fucked with it yet, D Hood, fuck with Stove God Cooks, nigga. That nigga is cooking right now.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, this is another one. Great. Yo, Gigi, you vibing tonight.
See,
I'm not mad.
Gigi,
that album
Gigi.
is perfect.
When my parents broke up, my mom really found out where the grass is greener. So my mom used to be like, "Shut the fuck up and don't talk," and I'd be in the backseat quiet as shit. And then my mom would put on Jill Scott and be leaving. Darnell, I'm sorry. Please take me back. And then all you hear in the back of the voicemail is it the way you love? Yo, my mom watches our podcast every so often. My mom would kill me if she knew that I said that.
No, don't tell Tasha that. Yo, we got you.
Yo, and here's the wild thing. Like I be having to force myself not to speak on Jill albums and shit like that, because my lady know that I got like a crush on Jill Scott, and she think that if Jill Scott showed up today, that I would leave her for Jill Scott. Babe,
I mean, you should. My girl watching right now, and she know who I would leave her for.
Oh man, I love that discussion. That nigga said you should. I mean, listen. If you don't have a conversation with your woman about who you got to pass for, Rihanna and Kelly Rowland are my list. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Like we
but I don't even get a pass. I don't even get a pass. Like she be looking at me like a Jill Scott nigga. A Jill Scott song come on and she just be like, I want you to sing a motherfucking lyric. Like that be on her face like, I dare you.
And then a shoe won't fly.
Nigga, we be in the car. I be like, kill your side. Kill your side. Kill your side.
But also on the flip side, one thing that I just have to that I really got to just take on a chin. if J. Cole ever came around, I gotta let that happen. Like that's like if we gonna play it that way, I know that J. Cole's her guy. And
Man,
you know what I mean?
like
you have these
like,
conversations with your woman. If Idris Elba show up, I know what it is. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't like. I be watching Infinity War when Chris Hemsworth show up on the fucking screen. I just let it happen.
Chris Hemsworth show up, I might leave my bitch. So I'm
make all furs.
But the funny thing is when what's it called 95 South dropped, we listened and you know what I mean, if Michael B. Jordan hit my bitch like she ain't picking up, and I felt it. I felt the eyes. And because I think I put on my story, if Michael B. Jordan, and then she looked at me and was like, I mean, if J. Cole, I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey man,
but I gotta accept that.
Hey man, you know, in the words of my guy,
nigga, sometimes you got race. I don't know.
But you know, it is what it is. So for me, I'll tell you where my and Gigi is over here cooking because she got 3 from my list in her list right here. Outkast, AT Aliens. The intro starts it, and from the beginning to the end, that fucking album is amazing. That's just how I feel. Excuse me. Who is Jill Scott is definitely a perfect album. Mary J. Blige, My Life is a perfect album. Check out the documentary on Amazon if you have not. That shit is fire. Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor is a perfect album. It's a perfect fucking album. You don't need to skip anything. You can put that shit on. If that's the vibe you're on, every song on that album will take you where you need to be. That's a perfect fucking album.
You want to know something about that situation? I put her on to that shit.
Yeah. Oh, Gigi.
Deny it if you want to. Deny it if you want to.
Left saying that you wouldn't know about Lupe Fiasco is what for him. Righteous. Most Def, Black on Both Sides is a perfect album to me.
We've said that on here before.
That's just my opinion. I don't find a reason to skip any songs on there. Now here's where my bias comes in slightly because Kanye has more than one entry on here for me. Me personally, I think that College Dropout is a perfect album. Absolutely perfect album. He crafted that shit together so beautifully. I really feel like College Dropout is a perfect album, but I also feel like Late Registration is perfect too. As much as I love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it's not a perfect album. It's an amazing album. It's not perfect because it really tails off towards the end compared to the beginning. There's not like the consistency kind of for me. After the Chris Rock joint, after Blame Game, it kind of goes down a little bit and it doesn't hit the highs that it has at the beginning. I feel like Late Registration and College Dropout are consistent all the way through front to end. Like Gone is one of the last tracks on college on Late Registration. And that shit's amazing. Like that's what I'm saying. So that album, those 2 albums are like, man, like goddamn.
Can I tell y'all my Gone story?
Let's hear it quick.
I was off a little bit of a, and I'm at what's that shit? Camp Flognaw. I'm at Camp Flognaw.
That sound Caucasian as a motherfucker.
It's Tyler the Creator's Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, shit. So he pulled Kanye on, and he was like, "Yo, I know you got a set list, but like as a fan, can you perform Gone?" And I'm like, "Nah, I can't." Yo, like, bro, I gotta leave. I'm hypersensitive right now. And like y'all, like Roses and Gone are the 2 songs that I only can listen to 2 or 3 times a year. Like it brings me there, and I'm like, oh no. Like I'm off of Jeffrey. Like I'm literally I'm off of Jeffrey. And I was like, this is gonna be bad, bruh. The sample dropped first. Kanye. All I heard Kanye say was, I don't even think I'm gonna know these words, but fuck it. All of a sudden, it's literally me and like 3 miles back, nobody, I can see Tyler and then like in the crowd and then Kanye on stage, and it's like an outer body experience.
Right.
Just like, damn, Dad, like you did this for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, I get that. Trust me, I do.
Yo. So Roses. Kanye is doing his tour. He's here. He's at the Leah Chorus Center.
What Tribe Called Quest and Kendrick?
No. This is
early.
That
was Wells Fargo. My fault.
No. This is Leah Chorus Center. Like
the joint
Temple
he's thinking
campus.
about.
Temple
He's talking about the one he's talking
about.
All right.
So, this is back in the day when motherfuckers used to call me Knusher, because I was Kanye / Usher, because I used to walk around with the button up and the blazer on with the jeans, nigga, like I was smooth as shit, nigga.
Don't let that shit happen to me though.
I was Knusher out this bitch, nigga. Like, yo. So shout out to Papa. I mean, my man from down 8th and Diamond, like Papa from 8th and Diamond. If you watching, that's for you. So, I go to the show. I'm Knushered out. I got my button up. I got my blazer on and shit. I got my
3 polo shirts on,
my jeans and my Air Force Ones on the shit. Right? I'm
nigga with the cuffs.
Yeah, I'm fly fresh. I'm fly fresh to death for that time, that time in history, right?
Right.
So the show is going great. And then Roses comes on. He started performing Roses, and Patti LaBelle came out, and this is right after my grandma passed. Patti came out. I fucking lost it. I'm standing there like just fucking tears flowing. Like,
I don't think. Oh, y'all can't. I got goosebumps, nigga.
Dog.
I'm about to cry. I swear to God, I'm about to cry.
Nigga.
Like, that's wild.
That's where the fuck I was at. Like, yo,
I'm about to cry.
That's wild. Yeah, that's
Patti on the fucking stage, like, because at the time, like, like, I didn't even realize that was Patti on the song until Patti came out, and I was like, yo, that makes sense, nigga. That makes sense.
It smells like sweet potato pie in here.
Let me get Gigi put some other entries in here. Roots Things Fall Apart is an amazing album. 808s and Heartbreaks is great. It's not perfect, but it's great. It's amazing. It's really fucking good. Drew Hill, Enter the Drew is on my list. That's definitely on my list.
Cisco! Like when Cisco sing his own name, dog.
Like, nigga, like I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That brother was one of them boys for a minute. Blueprint 1, Jay-Z Blueprint is a perfect album to me. I don't. It's just it's a fucking great goddamn piece of music. Who else? Hold up. Let me get to my list real quick so I can make sure I'm not missing anything. Good Kid, Mad City is a perfect album to me personally. Even with Swimming Pools, that album's just, it's so goddamn good. I like it slightly over Section 80 with those two. Like, Section 80 gives me a different feel though. Like, I can't listen to Rigor Mortis one time. Like, I have to listen to that song twice every time I listen to it. Because god damn, bro. Like,
he just,
that shit is different. He just throwing to that Joe, man. Crack the egg in your basket. Like, oh man, he just. I mean, I'm asking, don't answer your favorite rapper. I grabbed him and made him plastic. I'm asking him turn them cats. He's weird, man. He just goes bananas on that Joe. Like,
amen.
The sun is under my feet. Yeah, amen. Yeah, he cooks that shit. Like, it's a different level.
Real quick, would you consider Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, and Damn a unit? I see it that way. I believe To Pimp a
You mean as far as
Butterfly
sonically, like those are the works he tried to put in as far as those. Because because To Pimp a Butterfly is between Good Kid, Mad City, and Damn, so he has another.
Sure.
Yeah,
but see.
But
one of the things
personally, those are my 3 favorite Kendrick projects, though, which you just named. Not To Pimp a Butterfly. And that's not to say that album's not fire, but I like the other 3 better.
See, but what you gotta look at, what you gotta look at when you look at not to Pimp a Butterfly, that was completely jazz inspired.
Yeah.
Everything on that album was all jazz. You know, like everything, like
with a couple of exceptions.
But it was mostly a jazz inspired album. Like, so it sonically it hits completely different than the other three albums.
The other three sound more like, so to Hood's point, they sound like they belong together. Yes, I would agree with that. Just to kind of put the twist on this so we can start wrapping up. It's 9:37. 2 hours and 4 minutes in Literally Anything podcast for the people. We're going over perfect albums before we close out. We Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory. Good one. I like that, G. Yeah, I know. I was saying she's agreeing with you within there.
No, she be on my bumper.
Is Ready to Die a perfect album?
Yeah, I have that in there.
I think it is. Here's the thing: my Nas perfect album, because I have a Nas entry on my perfect album list. It's not. It's not Illmatic. It was written.
It was written.
No, it's not Illmatic. It was written. Not to say that Illmatic wasn't perfect, but for me personally, it was written. Just was more. It touched me more. Like it hit me different in a way where, like the anniversary album dropped the other day. I listened to the whole thing the other day when it dropped. Like they like on Friday when it dropped on Tidal. I sat and listened to it just on the nostalgia note. Like that was my shit. It's a different album.
Regardless of
Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links. I'm sorry. I almost forgot Raekwon album. I almost forgot Mobb Deep first album. Oh, second album, I should say, because in real life.
I'm mad at myself.
Is perfect. Infamous
I'm mad at myself for not putting Supreme Clientele as a fucking perfect album.
See, and that's where we disagree, because I think Iron Man is a slightly better album, me personally. But you can't go wrong. I'm not mad at that answer, though. Wu-Tang Enter the 36 is a perfect album. Go ahead.
But then when you talk about It Was Written, right? My favorite Nas song of all time, nothing will fucking beat this song, is You Gave Me Power. I mean, I Gave You Power.
Man... You talk
the
about
greatest concepts, the greatest concept song probably ever to me.
7 inches, 4 pounds, been through so many towns, from Ohio to Little Rock to Canarsie, living harshly, beat up and battered. They pulled me out. I watch these niggas scattered, making me kill, but what I feel, it never mattered. I'm not gonna keep going. I can do it all day. That song is amazing. Like, nigga, what?
Yo. That shit.
When I first heard it, I was like, "This shit gonna be corny," and at the end, I was like, "Oh my god, it's amazing."
you had to run it back.
Nas does that shit to you. Nas, like, oh, okay, nigga, okay, Nasir, and then you be like, "You ain't have to punch me in my chest 15
and
times."
Then on top of it,
Rewind.
I
was like, "This shit gonna be corny," and he worked that shit. Go ahead,
and then you know how horrible he is when it comes to picking production. But that song, like that one, was perfect. Everything about that song was perfect.
Filthy.
Michael.
Yo, but we here. Literally Anything podcast review. We 2 hours 8 minutes in. Peace and blessings to all those who show love. We had as many as 12 at one time. Them numbers seem low to most people, but guess what? I'm happy for all 12 of them motherfuckers that was on here at once. And I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Any last thoughts before we part ways for the week? Brother Hood, I'll let you start, as Left is being a dad. So I'll let you start on the parting shots.
Hey, so something that touched my heart this, because I got some bullshit too, but something that touched my heart this week. One of my best friends, I love her to life. My homegirl Tawny. We became really good friends in college. And she basically like helped me get a job when I worked at the detention center. And she sent me a picture, and it was from an outing that we went on. And she pointed out it was five young brothers in this picture, and she was like, Kingpin, dead. Or no, Kingpin, murdered, OD'd. And that shit, that shit broke me, bro. Like, and these are all kids, like, not like, oh, I remember him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, no, it's like kids that I really used to fuck with. Like, they was like, when they was locked up with me, like, those is my guys. And I felt so far removed, and that I feel like I've removed myself from reminding myself how much of an impact that I don't want to say like that I just make, but I'm gonna talk my shit, like the amount of impact that I feel like I've made and an impression that I've made on people, as I know you both have as well. So right. I've had to do a lot of self-dialogue and coaching myself through realizing that not everybody that I impact is going to make it. And the work that
can't bat 1,000, brother. They told me that shit a while ago. You cannot bat 1,000. Go ahead.
So, with that being said, me being naive, always saying, if I could just touch one, but realistically, I'm trying to save them all. My mindset has started to shift. Like, nah, I really need to, like, I hope I can save one. That's
you aim for perfection and you settle for excellence.
Right.
That's pretty much like, if I could sum it up in as neat a package as possible. You aim for perfection, but you settle for excellence. Like, so, and that's kind of what it is, man.
I wanna send a well wish to the Griffith family. My boy Justin Griffith, he 20 years old. He just got shot in York, PA. Good kid. He had some issues to work through in his teenage years. He ended up going to the detention center I worked at. But after he got out, he was a standout football player at Central York High School. And I really feel for this family. He was such a good fucking kid. And truthfully, it's not even a situation where, niggas be in the hood playing basketball, somebody lose. Like, he was in his element. His mom moved him to the suburbs. He was in his element playing basketball, and the nigga got mad and lost. So that's like crazy. That shit been heavy on my heart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Blessings to them, man. For sure.
Something like you know what I mean. I keep telling y'all the Lord kissed it and the devil missed it. For some reason, Mac Miller has been popping up lately to me. Ty Dolla $ign and Division just put a song out this week. And there's an unreleased Mac verse on it, and Mac gave it to us. Like Mac. Like, I think Ariana might have broke that nigga heart and cheated on him or something. But hey man, my nigga said what he say on damn, what's the song on Good AM? I'll wake up with the taste of pussy still on my mouth, bitch in my bed, homegirl still asleep on the couch. My head is banging like Metallica. Swallowed a bottle of Advil, head back to the bedroom where she sucked me dry like Dracula. Yo, like, bro, that is honestly, I'm gonna say top 50 hip hop songs of all time.
That's that shit.
And I'm riding through the city, blowing smoke out the window. Cops is on patrol.
We don't talk about niggas. Don't talk about. We do because we respect the flow, but like a lot of people, they don't talk about Mac enough in them circles, man. We definitely shout out to Mac. Rest in peace.
So yeah, Mac has been popping up for me in so many different. I don't know. That's all. Right. I love y'all.
Indeed. Left. Any parting shots for us, brother?
I just want to be, let people know that I'm thankful for the journey. We've been going strong for, what is this, show 14?
17, nigga. 17.
See, I've been missing for a couple episodes and shit.
Episode 17, week number 18.
We 18 weeks in, and we gonna continue to keep smacking y'all upside the fucking head with the shit. I am really I'm really praying and hoping that we can bring this situation together in the same venue very soon.
Oh, we working on it. Don't you worry about that.
Because we are right. Like, I keep adding more equipment to the bag.
About to hit up Nephew for a little collaboration. Yeah, we got a lot of shit happening. I see you over there. You got what's that, a drone, nigga?
Yes, we got the drone. I got the drone for footage, for everything, man. Like, I am in a bag that I have not been in before. Like I
love it.
I see something that I haven't seen before in my life. So I'm grinding very hard to make sure that we can do some shit that becomes monumental. Like I know
I love it.
this doesn't happen overnight. But one of these nights is going to be the overnight that pops.
Hey man, may not be overnight, but it's going to be on a night for sure. But
yeah.
you know,
I appreciate everybody that tunes in, everybody that shares, everybody that likes. It's a beautiful thing, and we just here to try to make this world a better place, one person at a time.
For sure.
As corny as that might sound, but that's what we're here for.
It's real shit though. It is absolute real shit. So for me, I got one, man. I love y'all, brothers. I love doing this every Thursday. I was not in a great space coming into here, but this ends up being a great night, and I appreciate y'all energy for that. It's I'm gonna just show y'all my life real quick in a comment. That's all y'all need to know about the life.
Get up here and smoke this wood and go to sleep.
Yeah, no, now I don't even smoke no woods. I would not disrespect my temple like that. Hell no. Man, them shits is for the devil. I don't want first. Oh my god, we'll talk off air, not here. But hell no, I don't smoke no damn.
I was like, nigga, you smoke woods, you eat Arby's.
Listen, yeah.
Hey yo, I had to text her like, yo, chill, son.
Anyway,
she about to fuck me up.
Listen, man, you gonna have me up this motherfucker.
I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
You're not gonna have me caught up. So, like I said, man, peace and blessings to everybody. Love y'all for giving us your time, any energy you gave us. Living Anything podcast for the people. Love y'all. We will see y'all the same time next week, 7:30. Yeah, no smoke at all. I'm out of here. Y'all brothers be good. Y'all peoples be great. I love y'all. 7:30 next Thursday. We'll be back ready for the shit as usual. LAP. Check us out on everything tomorrow, some point during the day. I'll post for y'all. Love y'all peoples.